We have some big news this morning. A Republican senator from Alaska, Lisa Murkowski, is sounding the alarm over retaliation fears because of Donald Trump. This is a significant statement she made this morning, a significant escalation in rhetoric, and I want to dive right into it. But before I do want to say thank you. Thank you to all those who have become paid subscribers to my Substack by clicking the button below or supporting my work by sending a one-time donation via Venmo to Aaron-Parnas. And thank you so much for all the birthday wishes yesterday. I was able to take some time off in the evening, and that really meant the world to me. So thank you for your support. I'm recharged. I'm ready to go. And please continue supporting and please consider subscribing to allow me to continue doing this full time. With that, let's just jump right into it. Senator Lisa Murkowski, a Republican from Alaska, is sounding the alarm. Speaking with nonprofit leaders, she said, quote, "We're all scared right now. That's not something I say lightly. This is uncharted territory for me, and honestly, I get nervous about speaking out because the threat of retaliation is real, and that's just wrong." Folks, we've known for a long time that Republicans have faced retaliation for opposing Donald Trump, whether voting against his nominations in confirmation hearings or voting against his supported legislation. But we are now seeing it on paper, and for some reason, at least to me, this hits a little different. In addition, prices are rising because of Donald Trump's trade war. Ford says that it will be hiking car prices starting next month. If Trump doesn't ease tariffs, the increase will apply to vehicles built in May, hitting U.S. showrooms by late June or early July. In addition, Temu and Shein, two major Chinese e-commerce platforms, have announced that they will increase prices for U.S. customers starting on April 25th. This comes in response to the 145% tariffs imposed by Donald Trump and the elimination of the, quote, de minimis exemption, which previously allowed shipments under $800 to enter the United States essentially duty-free. China, meanwhile, is opening up a trade war on a new front: TikTok. Chinese suppliers have flooded U.S. social media feeds this week, encouraging Americans to dodge Trump's tariffs by buying straight from factories in China. But experts say that it's likely a scam. CNN reports that many of the sellers claiming to manufacture for big brands like Lululemon and Chanel are probably fake because real suppliers typically require non-disclosure agreements and wouldn't allow advertising like this. Amid escalating tensions, China is now pivoting towards none other than Canada. The United States has tensions with Canada, so China is cozying up to Canada. For what? For oil. The Chinese government has slashed about 90% of its purchase of oil from the United States and instead is now importing a record number of oil from Canada. About 4.8% year over year increase from last year in March alone. California Governor Gavin Newsom has filed a federal lawsuit challenging the tariffs, arguing that they are unconstitutional and specifically economically harmful to the people of California, to the state of California. Maine Governor Janet Mills has denounced the Trump administration's lawsuit against her over its policies allowing transgender girls to participate in girls' sports, calling it, quote, the latest expected salvo in an unprecedented campaign to pressure the state of Maine to ignore the Constitution and abandon the rule of law. In addition, the European Central Bank has reduced its main interest rate by 25 basis points to 2.25%, marking the seventh rate cut just this year. The D.C. Circuit Court of Appeals has temporarily blocked Judge Chutkan's ruling that would have forced Citibank to release funds designated for Biden-era climate initiatives. The 37 federal death row inmates whose sentences were commuted to life imprisonment by former President Joe Biden in December have filed a lawsuit against Trump, arguing that his executive order mandating their confinement under what they describe as, quote, oppressive prison conditions. This morning, United Health had its worst day since March of 2020, seeing its stock tumble nearly 18%. And Donald Trump is expressing confidence that he can get a trade deal done with China, saying that every country, including China, wants a meeting with us, and also lambasting Fed Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, saying that his firing cannot come soon enough. Folks, it's going to be a very busy news day. We're going to learn more about Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Hopefully, we'll learn more whether or not he is even alive right now. We're going to learn more about a number of judicial rulings that we are waiting on regarding the Trump administration, and I will provide you updates every step of the way. Once again, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you this evening. So stay tuned for your evening news rundown coming around 6 p.m. Eastern Time.